Okay, this is Daryl VO1UKZ up here in St. John's, Newfoundland, and this radio is an MD380. It's a digital handheld radio that allows for worldwide communication over, a voice over IP network. So essentially, I want to demonstrate the audio quality from this and post this video online so people can just see the audio quality of DMR. So let's go ahead and do it. We've got a couple stations standing by that are going to give us some audio over here, and we'll see how it goes. Good morning to you, Peter. VE1PJW. This is Daryl down here in St. John's, Newfoundland, and just curious if what you're up to this morning. There, go ahead.
Yeah, very good morning to you there, Daryl. Yeah, we're not doing too much here. So, just relaxing here for a bit. I'm going to get ready to go out here in a little while. And weather here is starting to clear up a bit, it looks like outside, so. Hey there, Daryl. This is VE1 PJW here in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Okay, and you're on a portable radio, Peter, if I'm to understand correctly. Just a handheld radio, just the same as myself. And I'm here in Newfoundland, you're in Nova Scotia, and your audio sounds clear as a bell to me, to be honest with you. So that's the situation. You're using a portable, correct?
Yeah, that is correct there, Daryl. I'm using the exact same portable you have there, an MD. TYT MD382HF handheld. Over.
Okay, I'm having trouble getting the camera to focus on the screen there to show that all the info shows up on the screen while you're talking. But your audio sounds fantastic. And the other station that was mobile down in Raleigh, North Carolina, just curious to know what your setup is, if you're going through a repeater and what's with all of that there. So what do you got going on this morning? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Name here is Matt, and Whiskey Uniform 2 Victor. And, currently mobile in Raleigh, going around the Beltline, and we're also using a MD380. The only difference, we're using a Shark RF hotspot, and talking to you that way. I have a few Motorola radios, but to be honest with you, I like the MD380. Has a bunch of features on it. And for the price, you can't go wrong. And as far as your comments on the DMR stuff, frequently that's a comment when folks first start and switch over to digital, but once they get used to it, they'll find out that when they go back to analog, they get frustrated. So it's very clear and crisp communications. Go ahead.
Yep, I tend to agree with you 100%. I love it. I'm using a hotspot here myself, and so is Peter. He's using a Shark RF open spot too. But we have a repeater here in St. John's, Newfoundland. It works just fantastically. So, I mean, you don't get static on DMR. And that's the thing. It doesn't exist. I mean, if you're used to static on FM, you can forget about it on DMR. This thing just sounds great. Do we have any other stations out there that'd like to jump in and give a bit of audio here? I'm shooting a YouTube video just demonstrating the quality of DMR audio. If we've got anybody else out there that'd like to participate, please go ahead.
AC4 OMF, Kurt, Pomeroy, North Carolina.
Yeah, go ahead. And you're in North Carolina as well. Just wondering your operating conditions so far. We've had a station driving in Raleigh, North Carolina. Peter, who is stationary in Nova Scotia. Myself, I'm located in St. John's, Newfoundland. So that's a massive land coverage right there. And so far, we've all been on portables. What are you up to this morning? Go ahead.
Well, I'm in the process of installing a Motorola 4550 in my truck, and just finished installing it. And I heard you guys I was listening on my Anytone 868, and it sounds great on both radios here in Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah, you sound fantastic up here as well. It's nothing that I didn't expect, let me tell you. I expected the audio to be crystal clear. It usually is, and no issue. I think I managed to finally get my camera to focus here, but I wish I had made it focus at the beginning of the video, but that wasn't the point. The point was to show the audio quality and long-range communication over DMR and the crystal clearness of it. Do we have any more stations before I end this YouTube video that would like to give an audio demonstration or show where you are or how far you are from here, and that you still sound great? Anybody, anywhere, go ahead. Okay, looks like that's going to do it. This is VO1UKZ. I'm going to say 73s to everybody. Thanks for your help with this. Hopefully it disproves what people think, that the quality on DMR, the audio is not good. Because here we are, 4 stations with large landmass sizes between us and are able to talk in crystal clear, full digital, with no static whatsoever. So I'd like to thank you guys for your help with this. It's definitely been very, very helpful. And we'll talk to y'all later. 73s and all the best. This is VO1UKZ. I rest my case. DMR audio is absolutely great.
Very good there, Daryl. No problem there. Don't mind doing videos with you.
There's Peter. Again, Nova Scotia.
Like I said, I enjoy the DMR. I had a few hiccups at the beginning. You were helping me set this up. But ever since I got the second radio, Daryl, I haven't had a problem. Like I said, I know at the beginning.
And this is the info you get on the screen of every handheld.
First radio, but we got that all figured out there. And
how loud it goes.
I'm enjoying it now. And
you can turn it down much
just
lower.
for info there, Daryl, they are going to be. They are looking at putting a DMR repeater in Halifax. They are working on that as we speak.
Oh, that's fantastic, Peter. A DMR repeater in Halifax would be awesome. We've got one here in St. John's, of course. I think there might be one in PEI now. Get all of Atlantic Canada linked in, because Canada 3026 is a great Canada nationwide talk group, and I've met a lot of Canadian DMR users on there. So it is what it is. Thanks again, guys, for the help, and I'm going to end this video right now and post it to both Facebook. You can run my call sign on Facebook if you want to check out how you sounded up here in St. John's, Newfoundland, or you can check the Morning Net YouTube channel. That's The Morning Net, TheMorningnGnet over on YouTube.